Hello, in this video we are going to work with different types of tables in Tableau. So let's have a quick look. So what we are going to do is we understand that there are several types of relationships between variables that can be shown through tables. Let's go ahead and explore some of them. So the first one we are trying to make is a relationship between quantitative and categorical variable. So for this, I'm going to be using the sample superstore data that comes with most Tableau versions. So let's go ahead, open a new Tableau file, and then instead of importing another data set, I am just going to use sample superstore. Let's see, to make one table between quantitative and categorical, we are going to show every state and then sum of sales for every state. So let's go ahead and find the states. So I'm going to look at the location, and in location I see customers. Each customers have states, so let's pull that data. I'm going to put that in my rows. Go ahead, find the sum of sales. Sales is right here, so I'm going to drag that and drop it on where it says ABC, so that those values are being populated. By default, Tableau's put it to sum of sales, and that's totally okay. That's what we wanted. And we already have the states sorted by their names, so that's fine too. In this, you can see clearly that state name is a categorical variable and the sum of sales is a quantitative variable. That's why we have one category and one quantitative. So let's go ahead, rename this sheet. The name I'm giving this right now to the worksheet so that we can see what example are we showing. But on the sheet title here, you don't have to have the same name here. You should describe what this chart is showing, which is showing sum of sales by state. So that was the first table. Let's go ahead and create another one this time. And by the way, if your numbers don't match up with mine, that's okay. It could be due to different versions of Tableau. As long as you have state on the rows and then it shows sum of sales, that's fine. So the next table we want to make is between one set of quantitative values and intersection of multiple categories. So we need to have more than one categories and one quantitative values. Let's have a look here. So we have one category, which is the product category, indicating furniture, office supplies, and technology. And then we have another category with order date or the year of order date, which is 2015, 16, 17, 18. And for the intersection of product category and date, we have the values, which is sum of sales. So let's go ahead and create that intersection of multiple categories. Our product category, so we'll find it under the product. This is the category. Let's go ahead and take it. And so we have in the rows, we have product categories. In the columns, we want every year of order date. And then I'm going to place that in columns. By default, it comes as year of order date. So if you want to expand it any further, you can using these plus options for category or year. So let's go ahead, take sales and drag and drop it onto ABC. So by default, this is showing me sum of sales. Let's go ahead, format these numbers so we can see a dollar sign in front of this and make them look like currency. To do that, I'll select any of the numbers, right click and click on format. A new formatting set options appear on the side. The field here says sum of sales. I'm going to change to that. And what we have here is numbers. So it is going to show as numbers. If I want to change it, I can change it to currency standard. And that changes, and we can change which country or what currency we want it to. Right now I'm choosing English, United States. So let's go ahead and rename the worksheet. And once again, for the chart title, I'm going to rename this. This one is hierarchical categories. In here, we are going to use a field which has a hierarchy involved, such as product category, subcategory, and within the subcategory, we can see a manufacturer. And for every manufacturer, we can have multiple products. And then we have a quantitative variable. And then I'm going to get product category. And by default, you can see that when you do so with a categorical variable which has multiple hierarchies, you can expand it to different levels of hierarchies, such as subcategory, manufacturer, and then product name. So you see expanded hierarchy here. This time I'm going to take profit and put that on ABC, so we can get which one of these products are profitable, which one of these are not profitable. So we have sum of profit. So let's go ahead and use this. I'm going to save this as hierarchy. And for chart title, I'm going to rename this as profit by product.